Good morning. It's Lydia. And today, what is on my mind? I want to talk about patience. Let me get a good swig of my delicious morning beverage. I know you can hear that in the microphone. I listened back to the audio the other day because I'm uploading these lives onto my podcast for people who want to listen through the podcast format. Okay, so I'm going to start off. Today is Thursday, and I'm going to start off my morning chat with a poem that I learned when I was probably about 8 years old. And it was taught to me by my father. And we had a pond at my grandmother's house. And so I learned how to fish. But luckily, my dad was also interested in teaching me, sometimes to my detriment, because he was always teaching me. So it always felt like, you couldn't do anything right. But I did take away some really good nuggets from some of the things that he did. And he passed away at the ripe old age of 93. So he lived a nice, good, healthy, long life. And so we celebrated his life at his services a couple years ago before COVID. He died of what we consider natural causes. And I spoke at his funeral and I said this poem because it has always stuck with me. Okay, so here's the poem. This is from memory, so there may be a little bit of forgetfulness. Okay, let me try. Patience. If a string is in a knot, patience will untie it. Patience can do many things. Did you ever try it? If it was sold in a shop, I would like to buy it. But you and I must find our own. No other can supply it. I think I left out one line, but the point of the poem is still comprehensible. Patience is an internal job. It's something that you find within. And he taught me this when we were fishing, because fishing requires a lot of patience. You're waiting for the fish to bite your hook. And I'm a little kid and I don't know if I had that much patience. So he taught me the poem in a way of passing the time while we were fishing. I think he taught me the poem, to how to recite it. So I'm just sharing that because here I am at 53 and that poem is forefront in my mind this morning as I continue to navigate this weight loss journey. So, patience. What are all the ways you have to have patience with yourself? Really, anytime you embark on kind of a long-term goal, you just have to have patience. And I was thinking of the analogy, not only of my body and my actions, because I'm not getting super rapid results, but I'm not doing the things that cause super rapid results. Like in the past, when I lost 90 pounds, I did an hour on the treadmill in the morning and an hour in the evening on the treadmill. And I have a treadmill, but I haven't done my hours. So if I wanted to get on the treadmill and do that, I would probably have more rapid results. Right now, I'm at about 16 pounds lost since like July 18th, I think, is when I started. So I'm hoping that this month I'll drop another 15. And I have an event that I'm going to, a convention that I hope I'll be able to share with y'all when I go. Um, and I want to feel good and I want to have some accomplishment behind my belt. So I'm going to probably start doing the treadmill an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening if I really want to speed up my progress. Basically, I've just learned that even if you're eating a caloric deficit like I am, and I'm eating really clean, um, the body still wants to utilize the energy that you have in your body, like through movement. So the less movement I do, the less response my body reacts to. Plus, I've also heard that when you're big, you want to lose weight slowly so that your skin can like catch up with the weight loss. So that is an important part of the patients as well. So since I want to create, a reasonable lifestyle that works for the long haul, the long term, I'm just making my experience be about every daily decision. With each moment, I have a new decision. And so that's how I'm approaching it, just one decision at a time. Okay, so patience, the importance of patience. So one of the things this morning, I usually talk about how I've taken all my supplements. This morning, I took my probiotic and prebiotic, and I dumped it into my hand, and there was nothing in there. And I was like, oh, I'm out. So I have to either go get some, but I'm thinking about trying the product that Dr. Gundry has because I watched a video on it and it sounded really interesting. So I could just go to Costco and get theirs, which I have no history with that manufacturer, but I do trust the Dr. Gundry products. So I want to tell you what I'm drinking in this cup, my joy cup of joy is bone broth, kettle and fire. This one is coconut curry bone broth. And I'm not a curry person. Like when I go to a restaurant, I do not order curry normally and intentionally. But this one, I don't know if it's the coconut part of the curry or what, but it's good. This is my first sip of it because I've been letting it cool. Oh, it's not cool yet. I need to let that cool because burn like the sides of my tongue. Excuse me. So, any of y'all ever see that skit from the late 80s, the NPR skit on Saturday Night Live? Sometimes when I talk in a low voice like I am right now because it's morning, it reminds me of that skit when I talk in the microphone in a low voice. Anyway, so I'm drinking the bone broth because I know that it has high protein content. I think it's 9. Let me just peek here. I think it's 9 grams per cup of protein. Oh, 12. This one has 12. I bet it's because of the coconut. 2 servings. So 1 cup has 3 grams of carbohydrates minus the fiber. Ooh, 2 grams of fiber. So it's 1 net carb. That's good. And then the protein is 12 grams of protein for a cup. Wow, that's awesome. I love that stuff. I think I have a link in my description to find it on Amazon. So Anyway, all I wanted to share today, this morning, was the importance of being patient. How patience is a really mental piece to this weight loss journey and puzzle. And being patient is like being gentle with yourself. And there are so many areas of our lives where patience is so important. But in regards to what I'm working on and how I'm tackling my big weight loss efforts, patience is a really big piece to be considered. So, what are the ways that you allow yourself to have patience and to be patient with yourself? Mine is like, I just need to stay calm and know that. So, before I started this live, I was thinking about what I was going to talk about. And I was thinking about how consistency, when you're consistent with something, eventually you see the results or the reaction to that consistency. And I think about how ironic the journey of weight loss is likened to the journey of this YouTube channel and this whole purpose of what I'm doing online. Because right now I'm doing lives. I have no followers, no one's watching. Maybe one or two people pop on, like friends of mine, but it's not like I have followers. And really, what I'm doing is I'm just building conversations, hopefully, that will be floating out there in the internet. And when somebody needs motivation or needs to hear the message that I have for that day, today's message is being patient and kind to yourself, then maybe it'll land on the right person at the right time, and it will provide them the message that they're seeking for themselves and the reminder, because we all know inside of us what we need to do and not do. But sometimes we just need that little message, that little signal, that little sign that is a confirmation reminder that we know what we want to do and what we need to do. So that's what I'm doing right now, because it's not like I'm getting on lives in order to talk live with tons of people. But from what I've read and seen, like, everybody started somewhere. A lot of people started their journey with like no followers or no people to talk to or to, interact with, engage with. And what I'm trying to do is to build a motivation space where a motivation station where you can come and hang out to get motivated and to find some positivity towards your goals and your efforts. So anyway, that's what's going on. So my channel is like my weight loss journey. Patience, just patience. Just remember that line in Field of Dreams: if you build it, they will come. That's really all I'm thinking about. I'm just putting out the information because I feel guided. I feel like it's an important piece that is out there that's needed. So that's what I'm doing. So I want to wish you all a great day. Today is Giovedì in Italian. It's Thursday. And tomorrow is Venerdì, Friday. And I just look forward to continuing down the journey and knowing that staying consistent and being patient are ingredients to the recipe of the life that I want to create for myself. So, patience is not only a virtue, it's also a necessity. Think about that. All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye.